One. So welcome to the video. Thank you. So we got our food, and it is delicious. Look at this. Bacon, eggs, French toast, butter, syrup. I love it. All right, nothing too crazy today. Just gonna go on a, 4 or 5 mile run in my hometown, Marbury, Florida, Central Polk County, close to Orlando and Tampa area. Probably about 30 minutes either way. A lot of training going on. Started my training program, my triathlon prep. It seems to be going pretty well. I'm doing anywhere from 100 to 140 miles a week with about 2 miles of swimming, 20 to 25 miles of running, and 100 to 120 miles of cycling. Some core gym workouts. Even like every other week, I'm looking at my training schedule and it seems like I rest. Like last night I had some stuff going on, so I really wanted to train, and you really feel like miserable. You just like, when you train, you like lift that mental fog off your mind and your body. You just like, yeah, I don't want to run today, but I'm like pumped. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, I'm pumped and ready to go. I can't wait to hit this workout and give it 150%. All right, it's 6:30 in the morning. We're headed to Lucky's Lake Swim. And I was really thinking a lot about swimming this go around with my triathlon prep. And one of the things I come up with was, when you're swimming in a pool versus a lake, I know you're going to think I sound crazy when I say this, but I feel like it's the same. Before I was like, oh, it's different, but mass is mass, and it's two solid forms. The only thing I can say is a little bit different is you can rest at the end of the pool, just for a split second. But when you're swimming in a lake, you're after it. You're going for it. Or an ocean. I don't want to just say just a lake, but any body of water other than a pool. Let's just put it that way. You don't have any side to rest, so you're going after it. You're hitting it hard, and there ain't no resting. I would definitely say hydrate. And one of the things I'm kind of tugging with now is to not use a buoy, because you can't use a buoy when you're in a race. It's just you, wetsuit, which is buoyant if it's a wetsuit race. If it's not a wetsuit race, then you're out there with you can use a swim skin, which is not buoyant at all, or just your triathlon suit. You can use that, which is not buoyant at all. So I think it's just a mind thing. You can't let anything take over your mind. You have to just persevere and push through and make the most of it. That's what life and being an athlete is all about. I mean, if you're running, cycling, swimming, it really doesn't, matter for the most part. Kind of the thing I was, thinking about was deck ups. Is deck ups important? All the training programs, I won't say all, but most trainers will have you do deck ups. And let me break down a deck up for you. So what a deck up is you do 100 meters and you get up out of the pool or body of water that you're in, and you could do a push-up, you could do a jumping jack, you can do whatever you would like to do to get your heart rate up. Then that way, when you're swimming, you're used to getting out of the pool. Or let me just say, body of water, because they do have some triathlons where you do your segment of the race in a pool if they don't have a body of water. Or simply, you're just going to get out of the ocean or lake, and you're going to run to your bike to the transition area. And you're going to get on your bike. Well, you're going to have to walk your bike or briefly run your bike to the bike mountain line, and then go on, and then of course get it back to the bike mountain line, run it back, rack it, and then start your run, and that'll be the end of the race. So yeah, training's going great. Really enjoying myself. I'm really pushing a lot for this time around. A foundation. I was looking for a big, huge foundation, and I feel like running is the foundation of everything. I don't know why I feel that way. I could be completely wrong, and finish an Ironman, not do great. I'm not accepting that. I'm just, simply, talking, because I feel like I'm going to do really good. I want to do a sub 12 is where I kind of feel I can do, or better. But just because you set the bar somewhere, don't mean that that's it, that you can't do better. The bar is just a place that you work from down to get better. That's the goal. So yeah, that's what's going on my triathlon training. Foundation's everything. I don't remember exactly dates, but I do know when Bush was our president, he would get up, if not every morning, and run the White House in his Nikes, his tube socks, and some running shorts. Kind of like those shorts you wore when you were, in middle school. The ugly ones that you're like, ugh, we gotta dress out in this. It was like the issued ones. But he would run every morning that he could, when he was at the White House. And I mean, it was a long time ago, I get it. I felt like the country was doing pretty good. But with the running being the foundation, I feel like, in his life, think about all the mental fog that he had and all the responsibilities that he had that was just simply lifted off. And that's how I feel. Like, this morning I got up and I'm like, man, I don't want to go over here. And then I finally get up. It's 6:44. I'll be there probably less than an hour. But guess what? When I swam yesterday, I got out of the pool and I did a mile run. So now I have 8 miles for the week, for this training week, for my triathlon prep. And guess what? If I didn't have that run-in yesterday, I feel like I wouldn't be talking to you right now, driving my car to Orlando. But guess what? I am driving my car to Orlando, and I'm going to go to Lucky's Lake Swim and do it. So I feel like this training block, this training program that I come up with, that I'll share, is a lot more running than cycling and swimming. And when I say a lot more, I don't mean like an overwhelming amount, but I mean, I would say a low week, 18 miles. A high week, 26 to 30 miles. So, and people always ask me, and I love running, but I feel like running is the most challenging. I hate to admit that, man, because I love running. I think the biggest challenge I feel like we face is just starting out. When we start out, we just are like, oh, this first mile, man, I can't do this. It's so tough. Let me walk. And you push through. And I don't know. I feel really good after a run. I really like to work on getting up in the morning and doing a run. I was thinking if I did, 3 miles a day in the morning, that's 20, 25 minutes. And that's what? I think how much that is. 21 miles? So yeah, 21 miles a week. And you can do it 30 minutes if you didn't, because you're doing so much mileage. And trust me, that mileage, it will catch up with you. So, but yeah, I believe in my heart and just being sincere in everything I feel like with my training, I feel like being based around running, I'm going to have a lot better turnout for this Ironman. So like I said a few times, we are headed to Lucky's Lake Swim. I've been on here for a while, jabbing, but definitely wanted to get those things off my heart and let you know that I feel that the foundation to life, to hundreds and millions of things, if you just put one foot in front of the other and run, you'll be thankful and glad that you did. And this is one of the many, many, many playgrounds that we get to go to as athletes. Look at this view. The pool don't have a wrinkle in it. The lake doesn't have a wrinkle in it. The sun's a beaming.
Thank you.
I definitely am using my tinted goggles today, because last time I used my regular goggles with no tint on them, I was blinded on the way back, and it was no fun. So let's use the tinted ones and pull them out of the package. You live and learn when you're out here. Look at this view. Oh. Go in here and get you a little buoy.
I work here. taking it upon herself to.
7:30. We're definitely quite early. The fish, the fishies. Look at the fishies. So it's Wednesday, it's run day. We're gonna do a 4-miler, 8-minute pace. Nothing fantastic, just something nice and easy pace. We're about 88 days away from Ironman Panama City Beach, which is on November 4th. So we're technically about 84 days away because I'll be traveling for about 4 days, you know, to get there, get situated. That equivalates about 12 and a half weeks, 12.5. So even though I'm been training roughly pretty hard, pretty intense for the last month, I'd say the month of July, we're in August now. So it is the 10th of August, and in the month of July, I did about 46 hours of training, about 27,000 calories burned. Yes, 27,000 calories burned. The mileage was like almost 500. It was ridiculous, but it was definitely earned. So today, we're gonna jump on this 4-miler, knock it out, a couple of hills. I'm gonna go in and out of some different scenarios, pavement, sidewalks, alleys, grass, steps. I'm gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be fantastic, but I'm gonna bring you along. So let's go. All right, we're gonna truck up this hill real quick. About an 8-minute pace up this hill right here. Nice and steep, just the way I like it. Just push in, push on. Whew. All right, we knocked that run out. The pace isn't right. I had about a 750 pace. There was quite a few hills, so I do slow down on the hills for like 1 mile, but most of it was about a 750 pace. Everything was going great. All the gears were grinding. It really, like I said before, it lifts that mental fog. Running is great. I recommend it to everybody. Like I said, I did a little bit different tonight, same route, but I changed it up. Went down some alleys. I went down this one ledge, was kind of cool. I wish I could have got it on video, but you know, I don't have a videographer, so we'll save that for another time. But it was kind of cool running down this wall. It's like a cinder block wall, and it was kind of high, and I'm like running like side to side, like doing drills. And then at the end of when it got low enough, I fell off into the grass, but it was really good. Yeah, nice and hot, 95 degrees in Lakeland, Florida, down at Lake Hollingsworth. Knocking it out of the park as always. So tomorrow, we're gonna definitely work on an open water swim. So come along for that. And after that, it's gonna be a bike ride. I might run off the bike, but I'm really pushing myself to rest more, because if I could, I would train 7 days a week, and I know that's just not right. That's insane. Now, if it was my full-time job, I could train 7 days a week, but I do have work, life, kids, family, church, all the above, like everybody else in America. Training as trying to be a full-time athlete is definitely a challenge, but I will check the box, challenge accepted. Life and triathlon go hand in hand, and at the end of the day, they are priceless. Okay, so I'm finishing up this week's video. It's been a long couple weeks as far as the video goes. Got a lot I'm kind of just cramming in, just all in, everything I can get in. So much going on, so much information. Ending the video, I want to leave this with you. I've been hearing a lot about run your own race and everything like that, and this is how I feel about that. Let's just say Ironman. Let's just put that one out there. That's the easiest that I can think of as far as running your own race, and as far as how I break it down and how I've ran. I've done many Ironmans, so this is how I run my own race and I break down my race. Because when you start off in the water and you got Joey, he may be a strong swimmer but a horrible biker and a horrible runner. So you don't want to ruin your race on a hard swim when you're not a very good swimmer. You're a really good cyclist and a so-so runner. So what I mean basically is run your own race. And basically for me, I break it down. It's technically 6 races in one, and I check the box as I go. For instance, the swim is 2 loops most of the time. So 1.2, do the loop, check the box. Mentally, as if you just started the race. Physically, I know you're on the first loop, you got another to go, plus the bike and the run. I get that. So we'll move on and do the second loop. Check the box. Then you're going to transition. In and out of the transition, don't even think about it. If you were slow in the swim, you can make up time in the transition. Trust me. It happens every time. That swimmer that's 20, 30 seconds ahead of you, maybe slower in the transition, maybe he brought everything but the kitchen sink, they say, and he has all this stuff to move through. Keep your transition simple. Keep your bags for your transition simple. If it's an Ironman and they have you do everything at the bike, lay it out, make it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with situations and ideas and anxiety and this going on, I gotta grab this. Just grab your bike shoes, your helmet, and go, and make it simple. So, we run to the bike mount line, we're on the bike, we're doing our first loop of 56. Check the box. You're done. Pretend mentally you're just starting a race. They canceled the swim. It's just a bike and a run, and move on. So now you got 56 miles to go on the bike. Second loop. Check the box. Transition. Drop your bike off. Throw your bike shoes off. Running shoes. Race belt, you got to have that number. Turn your hat backwards, put your glasses on, or you might have them on from the bike if it, was a sunny day. So they grabbed your bike, you're running to change, grab your bag, whatever that looks like. Every Ironman's different. Most of the time they have your bag ready for you, or you run down an aisle and you grab it. Run bag, check. Throw your bike stuff in there, grab your run gear out, move on. 13.1, first loop, check the box. Guess what? 13.1 miles, you were officially going to be an Ironman. 13.1, actually, you have a halfway point at 13.1 where you can get like a ready bag, put a love note in there from someone, something inspiring. A protein drink would be great. What's something you like, something that settles on your stomach that you've trained with. Boom, knock it down. 13.1, you're done. You're an Ironman. Run down the chute, look for your family. Most importantly, run your own
race. I know it's hard to do that. You're gonna have people out there, they're gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm faster than you. No, you're not. You might be a little faster than me, but you're not gonna beat me. Just stay with them. Let them challenge you. Challenge is everything. And remember, I can't say it enough. Run your own race on race day. If you take anything away from this video, run your own race. And with that said, thank you for watching. Stay safe. More videos to come. And remember, have fun and enjoy your training with a smile. I will see you in the next video.